Welcome back to part 2 of BB on Blast, Australia Premier Week. What?
If you have just tuned in, don't forget part 1.
Yeah, you've missed the best bit.
Yeah,
We're still downhill from here.
Yeah, we've got feedback coming up later. That could throw a few hinky votes in.
Yeah, who knows what might happen in the mailbag section. You never know. So, this episode began, there was some more japes going on with the showers. Yeah, people having problems.
Oh, okay.
And they decided that Tim was the best person to go and investigate this matter.
Of course. Big Brother needed a bit of help with the plumbing.
Do you think it would have been better for Tim to just see Drew come in the house?
Nah,
no,
I like seeing Tim go down there, didn't you?
I did, but also, do you think Tim and Drew... Are Tim and Drew friends? Did they discuss this before they went in the house?
Right.
Is there a pre-game strategy going on?
Oh.
Did Tim and Drew actually even speak anymore?
I hope so.
Yeah, we hope so, but do they?
I mean, even if they don't, of course there's ways they would contact one another.
Yeah.
I hadn't even thought of that, but yeah. I think probably Tim one of them would get in touch and go, look, have you, as Big Brother... Did you get a message from Big Brother? Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. So they already knew.
But I guess it's like, even if they know, they don't know because Tim's gone in already. Drew's not there, so it's still a surprise to find Drew in the sewer,
especially in the sewer. Yeah. Big Brother said we're going to give you access to the bones of my house.
Bowels.
Oh, I was going to say, I didn't think that made any sense.
No. Big Brother want Tim in his bowels?
Dumb. Tim's worried about getting his hands dirty. Now, was this the same patch that Caitlyn Jenner had to go through to get into the halfway house?
I don't think so.
Echoes of it.
Maybe. Where was it? Yeah, someone had to push... Ellie had to push her feet, didn't she?
Yeah.
Maybe it was in that room. I don't know, but I do like this treehouse room. And the thing is, there's always a hatch in that room.
Of course.
That little sofa room. Oh yeah, they've got rid of...
The setting.
That was quite a plush, velvety vibe, wasn't it? A bit boudoir-ish before.
Now it's like the
That's been done very well. It looks very different. Also, when they were turning those handles, Big Brother said, I wonder what the ramifications of that will be. Drew said, not my problem.
So they could all hear someone coming down. They're like, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
Because you just see the feet coming down the ladder.
Yeah, Drew was probably like shitting himself. It was telling. Tim, what happened? Tim told them about the OGs and was looking down on them for living in a sewer. He said to Drew, I didn't know we'd both be in here. Yeah, right.
Maybe he didn't.
And then they showed like a clips package of Drew and Tim's best bits. Even that was bad quality. I literally just watched that season. It was better quality than what they just showed.
I don't know why they haven't got the original tapes.
When Tim has Drew as his like ventriloquist dummy, that is so funny. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Mr. Chuckles.
Did I see that?
I'm not sure, but Tim was like making Drew say all bad shit about the other housemates, going, "Why are you saying that, Drew?" Like doing the voice. It was so fucking funny. I would kill to see a reimagining of that task. Like, Drew, stop saying that. It's so stupid.
I don't think I saw that.
Oh,
that must have been after the boy band task, was it?
It was around that time, yeah. Honestly, it was so good.
Tim is giving the lowdown on the
J
squad
crew.
or the J crew.
Yeah. And Tim goes, Drew goes, they sound lame. Doesn't know anything about them, hates them already. I like it.
Tim wants to do a wee in the sewer water. He goes, you're not really going in here, are you? Where is their toilet, I wonder?
Dave said he doesn't like hyper people, and Tim said he wants to go after Joel. I'd feel pissed off if I was still in the sewer after seeing Tim just go back up into the house.
It was actually Layla that said all the J's grow up.
Oh. This also, the sewer people got jibbed really because they come up and then they got nominated almost straight away. That ain't right. Justice for the sewer people. Probably still stank.
You know they did that whole, Lulu's coming down the corridor and looking in the room. On. Did you like that? Did you believe it?
Come on, that's the oldest trick in the book.
Tim said, we're going to have so much fun, to Drew.
I hope so.
Tim now thinks the OGs could have a chance and that Drew could be good at the comps.
He said, Drew's good at comps, Trev's a big boy, and Layla's got some grunt in her. I mean, he was right about that, because she did prove to have some grunt in her. Can they turn the tables? They're not fit enough. I've said here, I hate the still to come bit. I'd mute it when it says still to come.
Oh, me too. And I tried to get Dan not to look as well.
Why do they insist on those bits? Why do they do it? No one wants the still to come. Fuck off. Oh, it drives me nuts. Then we had this
I've read not the spinach again.
The whole rations thing. Oh, I need a coffee. Oh, God. Big Brother, change the record.
Dan does this great Tilly impression, which I can't really do, but he's like, $5 a bag. It's so expensive. For the spinach. But you know why their food was all gone? Because the sewer people have been pinching it, but we don't really get to see much of that happening.
Reggie said the housemates are pigs.
Reggie said she doesn't really mind us that much food. She goes, I can live off an apple. And Tim was like, there's none of them either.
Yeah, that was good. Oh no, then we had the Alicia and Joel Shyman.
This is a show that nobody asked for,
No one wants this. Don't you think they don't really go together either? Like, he seems like he'd be a bit too... think himself a bit too good for her, and she's a bit more rough and ready.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
I don't think they go together. But
rough and ready.
What do I know? Not rough and ready, but she seems a bit more down to earth than him.
Oh.
He seems a bit like, everything in the right place. Yeah, like if you put a cushion out of place on the sofa, he'd go nuts. Don't you think?
All right.
I mean, come on.
Okay.
You know it's true.
I think Josh would.
So then,
actually, maybe not. Josh would just go nuts, but not over a cushion. But you remember, twist in this is he nominated her day 1 or day 2.
Oh, that's going to come back to bite you. The others were talking about putting them up as a target as well.
I have a question.
Go on.
Is it okay to joke about being as blind as Reggie?
Who said that?
Alicia in the hot tub.
Ouch.
To Joel.
No, that is not okay.
I don't think so either.
No. No.
She was like,
no.
if you can't see it. Sorry, if they can't see that, it must be as blind as Reggie. Something
Ouch.
Like that. Yeah.
No, that is not good.
Alicia said in Heavy Tea as well, I can sell ice to an Eskimo. That's also not PC.
No, we Scott pointed that out as well.
But she sold 2 businesses, apparently.
See.
To who?
I don't know. Sam was saying Drew is hot. And she said, yeah, I did watch your season, Tim, but I don't remember you, only Drew. I was like, oh, imagine the knife in Tim's heart, someone not remembering him.
How does Sam know about...
Because Tim was going, oh, do you remember Drew from my season? Because obviously he's just seen Drew now, so he's trying to find out, who remembers him.
Okay, he didn't
stirring.
Tell her he's there.
No, but he was like, oh, do you remember Drew from my season? She's like, yeah, he's hot.
Okay,
she said, but I don't really remember you.
It's impossible to have watched that season and not remember Tim.
I know.
Come on.
That was brilliant. I just love the ego punch to Tim.
She just taking the piss.
Yeah, I don't know. So then they were all gathered round for a roast dinner. I thought they were going to come out under the
So
caution.
did I. And I put here, we know what happens at dinner.
Yeah. To be honest, if I was sat down ready to have a roast dinner and then these new people come in, I'd be like, oh, for fuck's sake, can I have my roast dinner first? Then we'll deal with this. Wouldn't you? Tell me you're not the same. So then they came out of the patio. They came.
That was a little bit like we filmed this earlier because there was a camera right in front of the hole they came out of.
Yeah, I like that though. I don't know why. It's something different, isn't it?
I've got a question. Stuffed peppers on a roast? I guess that must be an Australian thing.
It was a weird roast. There was no chicken.
They love their lamb, don't they? So Big Brother's got to the bottom of those plumbing issues, and then they showed the screen, about the sewer housemates. Yeah, they did come out the decking. Like there were trolls lived under the decking.
I hope no one's going to sewer someone's game when they get out of there.
What does that mean?
Don't you remember they kept saying it in Big Brother Canada? I think Pretty Boys year. Oh, you're going to sewer my game.
Oh, no.
I don't remember that.
So the J Squad aren't happy, especially Joel, that these people are coming in. Jonathan said they're 3 absolute treasures for Big Brother Australia, I think.
Oh yeah, they were described. Drew was described as Series 10 heartthrob Drew.
They had this bit at the table. Okay, so they got to come in and sit down at the dinner, where Sam was trying to introduce herself to Drew. Yeah. Right?
And it was a bit awkward, wasn't it?
Well, they put the awkward music on too.
And then Drew goes, oh, we've been stealing your stuff. And Alicia's like, and then he said, "Oh, I feel like you're a bit upset." I thought Drew's coming in a bit rude and confrontational
Really?
here, don't you think?
Not only even watching you, even fucking eating your food too.
Yeah, not bothering to really try and ingratiate himself with people. I don't think he's the best at kissing arse and trying to like. I mean, when he was on the block, Tim was basically running around trying to save him. What was Drew doing? Sitting there looking pretty.
Good point. What was Drew doing?
No, he did do a couple of things, but not much. Drew was overwhelmed coming in from the sewer. Sam was saying how much she likes Drew's voice. Of all the things to talk about with Drew, his voice would be about 15th on the list. I thought that was a bit odd. Tim was staring, going, "Oh, you two, his usual self." The housemates are hungry and edgy.
Yeah, I think Drew said that about them. They're edgy. He said they didn't have salt. Yeah, because Drew took the salt. I saw him put it in that crate. Drew said, "Yeah, cry me a river and use your tears instead of the salt."
Ouch.
And Big Brother observed that Drew's got a lot angrier. Oh, you're right, he is edgy.
Drew's always been a bit of a bitch. Oh, and didn't they say something about his Sons of Anarchy look that he was rocking?
I don't know.
Yeah, they did.
Layla declared them the sewer rats, though. Possible alliance there.
Oh, rat floater. What's happening now? Oh, is it the comp?
It's the next day with the sex noises now.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
They'll have to do a bit of that.
What
was it? Lara working out or something?
Yeah. She's the secret comp beast I've written about Lara. I was right.
Yeah, that's when they played her VT and she said she's single and she did her first bodybuilding comp at 45.
Oh yeah, and she said Big Brother was interviewing her on Skype. I thought, Jesus,
also,
get with the times, Big Brother.
You can't just tell someone that you have an interview with Big Brother.
Yeah,
you're supposed to get a shit a secret.
I thought that as well. And she's a grandma.
So Reggie was being probed by Big Brother on Sam and Drew's relationship, and she said, "Oh, they're about the same height, so they'd be all right kissing."
Is she that tall then, that Sam? God, because Drew's quite tall, I think.
Looks it.
Drew's looking a bit white as well. I think he needs to get a tan.
I've written here, it's nice to see outside on Big Brother for a change, because in Canada there's not really much outside action, and I forget that, like, in ours, in Australia, like, the gardens are a lot of stuff happens in the garden. Yeah. So yeah, it's nice to see them, like, sunbaking around the pool. This is
where we got a first glimpse of Sam's bum. Oof, did you see it? She's got a nice bum. Yeah, very nice. Joel wants to target Drew. Lara made a deal with Mel and Dave and was being rather intense. Oh, then we had this thing.
Yeah, what was that all about?
I'm not sure.
Mel was all in, Dave was quiet, I've written.
Then we had this announcement that once a week there'll be house nominations and only the winner of the challenge will be safe and the other housemates will nominate one person.
These are the rules that apparently our fellow superfans found so hard to understand.
I did have to think about it, but I didn't find it that confusing.
Me neither.
Yeah, because I remember them saying, "Oh, it's so complicated, we can't even get our heads around it." You stupid or something. Even Gaz and Lindsay from BB on Blast understood it, so, you know, you just get that red string out.
Maybe because we heard Big Brother lay it out for us.
Yeah. I mean, it is a bit confusing. So it's just once a week, so it's like once per batch of episodes this happens.
Oh.
Or is it
I think every day? Every nomination process, no?
That's what Jack said, but I thought once a week is... That's not a week.
Weekly house nominations. Oh yeah, good point. They do more than one eviction a week.
Yeah, I think it's once every 4 episodes or whatever.
Oh no, now I'm confused. I didn't realise that.
Oh no, never mind what we said. You are clever after.
But the actual function of it, like, doesn't confuse me. Like, I quite like it that they have to.
I wish it was like that every time.
Nominations again.
Yeah, I wish it was like that every time.
What I liked about this was that they did it in. So I might be wrong in thinking this, but at the time I was like, I like it because they did it in the format of the last 2 years or the last 3 series in the first instance, and then they went, but actually it's like this now.
Yeah.
So they were settled into the game of being like purely strategic.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like people could nominate because you know someone ate their biscuits or whatever.
But then when they flash back to like, oh, this is how it used to be done, and they showed like the noms booth. It's just like that was so cool. How can you get? I'll never understand how they got rid of that. Now I sound like Alfie. So this may affect the J's, I've written.
What do you think about this top 3? I guess that's where it becomes confusing because it's only the top 3. Okay, maybe we'll talk about this later when they get announced.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean.
Like, it's the top 3 people that are nominated. It's not like 3 or more with the most votes.
Oh, it's just 3. Oh, yeah, and then they had to decide between the 2. That confused me. I don't see why it can't be 4.
Me neither.
Maybe they ain't got enough chairs.
I think it should be 3 or more.
So now this comp was...
It's like the ice bucket challenge in reverse, but they have to hold that bucket in the stick.
Was that individually calibrated? No, it was not.
It was not. Well, it must have been, because the pole length is surely calibrated per person.
Let me tell you something.
What? Big Brother's not calibrating these comps?
I watched Big Brother Canada 1, final comp. Gillian, Emmett and Gary did this exact comp, holding up that thing, but it was a bucket full of blood. And it was like the crime scene. And I said straight away, there's not a chance.
But were they standing in the ice water bucket?
No, they were not. But I said, there's not a chance Gillian can win this. Not a chance a woman can win this. Yeah. And sure enough, she was out first. These comps are just weighed towards men. I don't care what anyone says. It's just unfair. Like, the women just cannot get on top. The women are demonised anyway. Like, look at the infamous Girls Alliance. Not in this, but just in general. Like, the women are fucked. It's not fair.
So, what about a trans woman?
Oh, fuck you. Just get the fuck out of here.
Baiting you.
God. Jesus. Do you know how many times a week I have to hear about that sort of shit because I'm watching these dodgy channels?
It's your fault. You go looking for it.
I support all women, including trans women. So fuck you, Daddy-o. Go on, talk about the comp.
Yeah, so they had to stand in that bucket of ice and then hold a pole up and keep that bucket from tipping. I thought the ice might be quite welcome because it gets hot out in that yard.
It's getting hot out there.
Drew said at the start of the comp, does anyone know any jokes?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure Tim does.
Alicia freaked out and said there was a bee on her stick.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a bee on your damn stick.
Then I was hoping someone else would get attacked by the bee as well. And the bee would just be the new comp destroyer.
Comp bees.
Nice. Trev said, give me more ice, when Joel said he didn't like cold water. I was like, oh, Trev.
The mind game.
Yeah, nice.
They went for a long time.
Yeah. And this was another example of Tim not being strong, but he's got that mental strength. And he was lasting.
He did go pretty far, didn't he?
Taras, I noticed at this point, seems like a bit of a comp beast too.
Really?
He's been up there in the mix in a lot of these comps, and he looks so skinny. You wouldn't think that, but he's got a bit of strength too.
He's got a bit of endurance.
Probably done a lot of, posh sports at that private school he went to.
Tim said, should I win it? Everyone? Who's he asking?
I don't know.
Oh, and then someone was like, what? And he goes, no, I mean, are you going to nominate me? Not like, should I? Just should I win this one?
Yeah, Tim said, I don't like these new rules. If I actually try and win it, you'll want me out next week. It's true, isn't it? I don't like him either. So the final 3 left was Tim, Joel and Lara. And then Tim went out.
Sad when Tim fell.
Yeah. Someone said he's just one big ab about Joel. And Lara said, oh yeah, Big Brother goes, Lara, how much of strength have you got in you? And she went, as long as it takes. I was like, come on. And Joel said, it's slipping. And Lara said, let it slip.
She did.
Yeah, she's basically made a deal with him. She said, I'll rally for you. I won't put you up.
He took it, didn't he?
He took the deal. And then as soon as she hugged him, she went, don't vote Joel.
That was annoying. Well, he didn't listen in the end, it turns out. But didn't you think that was Joel basically... I think there was this whole, Lara wants to win for her kids. I think there was a bit of that. But did Joel realise it's not a good look to win all 3 competitions
I know, yeah. No, I don't think he realised that. I think he'd win every single one if he could.
We said in the last comp as well, Lara was our only hope at that point because of who we thought was at risk. So is she now, after Joel, the next biggest comp threat?
Definitely she is. She's very strong. And Joel, you got beaten by a girl.
And yet you said these are geared towards women just now.
I mean, towards men. On the whole, they are. Don't you agree?
Not necessarily. I mean, we've seen 2 women win these comps.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, well,
I think
we'll
sometimes
see.
it's what you think might be what more suitable to whatever body type. But sometimes, like, I mean, I always think of Cindy on that rope.
We just watched that episode. We literally just watched that.
Sometimes small girls have an advantage because, like, okay, this is jumping ahead, but the one with the discs, like Drew, although physically probably stronger, able to build it quicker. Once you get up there, you're top heavy.
Yeah, that's true.
So
yeah, no, I agree. And if they do have an element of that sort of levels it, then fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. You know, Arissa stood there that whole fucking time Cindy was doing that comp. Arissa stood there commentating for an hour and a half.
That building.
Looking very serious. And I thought, Arissa, I wonder what's going through your head as you stood there watching this. Weird.
She must have gone off for a little break.
That's what we were saying. Did she go off for a wee? But whenever everyone dropped off, she was like, oh, blah, blah, you're out. Your Big Brother dream is over. So I don't think she could have.
Was she actually in the room?
Yeah, she was stood watching.
That's very weird.
It was really weird. I almost asked her about it yesterday because I just thought, this is weird. It was sponsored by KFC, so I think KFC paid her overtime to stand there.
Fed her a bit of chicken on the side, keep her going.
So, come on, we need to get on.
Laura won. She goes to the diary. Yeah, you rightly said she's telling Tim not to vote Joel. He agreed. But us written, but he has to vote him out. I don't know if Tim said that. So she goes to the diary room. And then I think she said third person. Lara beat Joel, and she was a bit gassed. She was like, "That's not that." And she goes, "And that's not the first time, baby. There's going to be another time." I was like, "Okay, you mean last time? Fine." In the scramble, Layla said, "Layla won't mess with anyone's tuning." What's that?
What?
Layla said she won't mess with anyone's tuning. I don't know. I appreciate the turn of phrase. The J Squad want to separate Tim and Drew.
No.
Tim in the diary said he doesn't like these rule changes and thinks he's going to be targeted. And I thought that this could be a potential picture of Tim doing that hello. Like,
oh yeah.
Big Brother's like, why do you think that? He's like, hello. Like, I'm Tim. Like, why would I not be targeted?
Yeah, that JC said, oh, Drew's not really connecting. I thought, bitch, you ain't said 2 words since you've been in the house, so pipe down and stand back for the legends.
Was that his nomination reason?
I'm not sure.
Tim was saying they need to take out Joel to Reggie, and basically they've got Lulu because she's outside of the group. Was what his assessment of the situation. And Reggie was like, "Well, I want to pull something off," and then Reggie was like, "I'm not letting them take my crown." I was like, "This is kind of nice that Tim's getting Reggie into the spirit of it."
Yeah, I like that.
And then Tim in the diary room said, and I thought this was a bit of a throwback. Did you think this? He said he was going to have to put in some hard work going to the inner circle of the J Squad, making sure they know that I'm not out to get them, which is a lie. Didn't you think of Danny in the belly of the beast?
Honestly, a lot of the parts, I know that Alfie will be turning in his grave, but a lot of things Tim does reminds me of Danny. It's just that showmanship, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's just that coming out right and saying it. Tim, especially at the last eviction, was just fucking coming out, putting his cards on the table and saying, do this, do that, which most people ain't got the balls to do. That's what I'd say. That's what I'd say they've got in common. They've got the balls to make the good TV, and that is what we want.
You know, nominating yourself, right?
Yeah, shout out Pax Bros. I'm completely lost in my notes. No, it's fine. No, carry on. No, run away. Let's keep going.
Tim's talking with Joel and Alicia in the bedroom. He said he'll be happy to work with them up to top 10 and won't target them. He's basically realised he's got to go to work.
Yeah, so Tim basically goes to Joel, I ain't going to nominate you. And then
Joel's like, all right.
And then went and nominated him.
This is the problem, though. He's taken the shot and he's missed.
Yeah, he's missed, and he knows because Tim got no votes. So Tim knows that Joel did stick to his word because Tim got no votes.
But can Tim hide the fact that he?
Yeah, maybe.
Joel,
but I think Joel would be sus.
I've written surely this isn't going to fly, but as in I didn't think Joel would accept it. But
no, he agreed to it, but
did.
Agreeing to something doesn't necessarily mean you are going to do it, is it?
I got the whole noms here. I went back. I've got a list. Do you want me to go through them with brief reasons?
Go on then.
Joel nominated Drew because he's been in the house before. That's the reason why.
That's a stupid reason.
JC nominated
Drew.
No real conversation, he said. Taras.
You're not a girl, that's why.
Who did Taras nominate?
Don't know.
Drew. Haven't got to know them, and the other person can be a shield later. The other person being Tim.
Fuck off, Taras.
Lara. Drew. You can tell me who they voted. Who you think they voted? Because he's a threat. Joel.
Drew.
Oh no, sorry, that's not Joel yet. I've done him already. Joel's got my back. She said. Johnson.
Drew.
Shit. What was it? Self-proclaimed one of the smartest players in the game, he said about himself.
Yeah, I noticed that. Which was stupid.
Mel.
Oh.
Johnson nominated.
Johnson. It's because Johnson's trying to butt kiss the OGs a bit more, I think.
He said it will benefit him long term.
Don't know how.
Drew, I just think that what he thinks is that Mel's not a valuable asset, right? Drew. Who do you think Drew nominated?
Oh, I don't know.
Lulu.
Just tell me. Why did he do that?
This was really disappointing. He said it's the least. He got the least connection with Lulu. That's such an old school Big Brother reason to use, and can read her the least in the house. And I've written, it's not that game anymore, Drew. You can't just. It's
a lot
like
of these
that.
OGs don't know how to vote. That's the problem.
Sam nominated Layla. Haven't got the chance to get to know them. That's not a reason.
No, because she's jealous of Layla having a friendship with Drew.
What happened to Full and Frank reasons in the nominations? Mel nominated Layla, who I haven't been able to get close to.
Well, you only met her today.
Alicia nominated Layla based on strategy to hopefully get votes off me. Okay, fair enough. Layla nominated Sam as the least welcoming.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Gabby said she was going with her heart and nominated Mel. See, good. Gabby's good for us. And Tim. She's been talking too much game, she said, about Mel. Estelle nominated Mel because she could flip at the last second. Reggie. 3 newbies are gunning for us. We need to break them up. But I'm thinking Layla.
Oh, for God's sake.
I've got 2. Did she actually nominate Layla? She did.
Oh, for God's sake, they're so stupid.
Dave nominated Layla.
That's so
the only person I'm not a big fan of. However, he's defended on Twitter saying he's grown very close to Mel, but it wasn't shown in the edit.
That's it doesn't matter who you've grown close to. You're trying to keep the numbers on your side, dumb shit.
Yeah. Lulu voted Joel. If we don't get rid of this person now, I don't know when we can.
Go on, Lulu.
Lulu's got better game than Dave at this point.
Yeah.
Trevor nominated Joel. Tim nominated Joel, someone bigger and scarier. He needed someone bigger and scarier in the mix. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, then they did this whole nominations tally on the screen. I quite liked that.
Yeah.
That felt old school. But yeah, Mel and Joel were tied, so now Lara had to decide who was going to go up alongside Layla with 5 nominations and Drew with 4 nominations.
Now, what's a good way to decide things? I heard gummy bears are a good option. I don't know about you.
Failing that, you can flip a cushion.
Now, hold on.
But don't tell people what side's what.
No. That is not how it works. You say heads or tails. You don't go, I don't know. Let's see when it goes.
She could have decided whatever she wanted.
That is fishy.
You know the problem? In the garden with Dave, she promised Mel she wouldn't vote for her. And the challenge, she promised Joel immunity as well. So, she could, I mean, if she's clever, she could have used it to get rid of Joel.
Yeah, which she should have.
She should have done.
That whole pillow thing.
Oh, my integrity. I can't. Big brother, I can't do it. My integrity.
I think Drew summed it up best. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
The pillow flip tension. However, what's this? Second chance comp. Okay. That's not the end of the situation.
No.
They've got like a sort of veto type comp.
So that's why.
Safety comp.
So at that point I was happy. I thought, at least Joel's not in the safety comp with Drew, because that would probably give Joel a better chance over Drew. So then I was kind of happy that it was Mel instead of Joel. At that point.
Good point.
Yeah.
Also, Mel was hardly in the edit of that comp. She must have been doing terribly.
I've said, why are the OGs not coordinating their votes, for fuck's sake? Hopefully they get on the same page next week.
We'd give them a free pass that week because they didn't know what the fuck was happening. But
I hope so. You think Tim would have gone up to some gun?
Yeah.
You need to do this.
I thought so too. I was a bit disappointed that Tim not managed to do that.
I mean, you shouldn't have to do that, but clearly you do.
But also, imagine why did the OGs not want... Why did they nominate Layla? Like, why did Reggie and Drew go for Layla? That's odd.
I don't get that. So...
Drew was expecting to be a blowout. What does that mean?
God,
I think that means that he was going to...
Win?
I don't know. It sounds like really? Why?
Win.
Aside from your good looks, why? I don't know. Then the surefire to go up, I think.
I've put, Drew looks like he can't even. Mel is sobbing that she doesn't project harm and she's a fragile flower. Why am I up for nomination? Why wouldn't you be? You're annoying. Like, the way she, like, tries to portray herself. Like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. It's like, no, you ain't. You're what I say you are, so shut up. Drew said he was expecting 7 or 8 nomination votes.
Ah, that's what it means by a blowout.
Tim is sure that Drew will win the challenge. Oh.
Tim was like, Drew, we need to save you.
Tim was more invested in saving Drew than Drew was in himself. Don't you think?
He said he needs to win the second chance challenge, otherwise they've got the power and they're going to take us out one by one.
Do you like the second chance challenge?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
I do.
Yeah, why not?
I do. I think, mix it up, keep us on our toes.
Yeah.
Keep them on their toes too. And, I find their competitions always fun, like quite intense
entertaining, yeah, they are, yeah. Do you want a break or do you want to carry on?
I can carry on. What about
Come on, let's carry on.
The next episode was day 8.
Tim and Reggie were exercising.
Oh yeah, Tim was teaching Reggie how to do the kettlebells, and he was actually really good with his instruction, I thought.
Trev said, you guys would make a beautiful couple about Sam and Drew, and Sam said, we're in a game right now. God.
Yeah, you've just realised now. Yesterday you were nominating Layla.
Yeah. Drew's high ponytail looks gross and greasy. Sam was getting a massage from Drew and going, oh.
Yeah, they gave it a bit of a first dates edit, actually, with the sort of, like, kind of Parisian sounding music, I thought.
And to be fair, it did look good.
Dave,
go on, girl.
Dave said in the diary, I love seeing people crumble their little walls down.
Oh, yeah. I had hold on. Blech.
Overcast conversation.
I do, but just before that, after Drew gave that massage, you went straight down the barrel, which I thought was
does that
I don't
mean?
know. I was a bit unnerved by that. Yeah, the overheard conversation was Drew going to the couch and saying, someone smells like bubble gum, which I enjoyed. Now, Dave needs a coffee. It's not basic, it's a normal part of being a human. Is having coffee a basic human right?
Yeah.
Is it one ratified under the Geneva Conventions or?
I mean, if it is, Big Brother's in breach of it time and time again, so probably not.
And then Big Brother announced that they have installed the venting machine, not the vending machine.
The
venting machine, aka the complaint cupboard off Big Brother Canada, aka the diary room off Kim Woodburn's series. This was inspired by a lot of stuff, wasn't it?
It was very pop art, Roy Lichtenstein vibes.
I like that room. It was cool. The bigger and better you vent, the greater the reward. God, these housemates did vent.
Which series had the complaint cupboard? Tim's.
Yeah, Tim and Nikki.
Because
they wanted to, have Nikki having a tantrum. I need some vodka.
Is that what she wanted the complaint cupboard about?
Yeah, of course. So Dave was first up to the venting machine. Whoa. Go on, talk us through.
Did he lose his shit?
God, he was just going out singing nuts.
Dave is fine, but he said he's fine. He doesn't want for anything.
Yeah,
but he's missing this one joy in life, which is coffee.
How can that be his one joy in life?
He started hitting and kicking the machine, didn't he?
His butt crack was poking out.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Gaz, we need to talk.
Yeah.
You know what it's about.
Do I?
The hygiene of this competition.
Oh, you're saying that the breakout room doesn't have a clean floor?
Would you eat chocolate and crisps and coffee beans off the floor?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it looks like a very clean floor. I got a picture of it here.
Look, bitch, no matter how clean that floor is, people are walking in to use the venting machine.
People are walking.
You could have a verruca, you could have warts.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I can't believe you're not more up in arms.
No, because I would eat the chocolate that fell on the floor. Well, to be fair, Big Brother provided little
Yeah.
Like clear popcorn.
They were terrible at catching
buckets.
them.
Just catch it in that.
But they weren't doing that.
Oh,
Dave was
busy
doing.
venting, that's why.
Dave was getting the coffee in that eventually, but Chris all over the floor. No, I'm sorry, that's disgusting.
It's better.
We just had a pandemic. It still is a pandemic. Has it been downgraded yet? I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I think we can still say there probably is one.
It's not okay.
But it's better to be on a hard floor than a carpet.
It should just be in coming into the little tray, like when you use an actual vending machine. Dunk, dunk,
Yeah.
dunk.
And
then just pick it up. Get the hatch. Put your arm in.
Yeah.
Don't try and push your arm up and get something extra. So,
Reggie was a bit confused about this at the start, wasn't she? She thought it was a real vending machine for a while. You just had to go and get a treat.
Was that an actual machine, or just that a bit of cardboard with someone from production throwing things
Of course
down?
it
was. Tim said he was sick of JC's rapping.
Oh yeah, he said it's not very good.
And they showed a clip, and he was right. It looks shit. And they were throwing spinach down for Tim to pick up off the floor.
He goes, lettuce. Big Brother said that's spinach. if you ate your greens, you'd know.
He was also annoyed about Drew getting cosy with Sam. Just like Tully all over again. Why is
That's
Drew...
what Dan said when we were watching it.
Yeah.
All over again.
Why is Drew always pashing women and not being friends with Tim? And then he was picking peas off the floor.
Yeah, he goes, snow peas? Why is Big Brother giving Tim greens? Is that what he wants?
Yeah, it must be. Part of his hippie lifestyle. What was Mel venting about?
The wet floor. She didn't like the wet floor, but then she started eating crisps and peanuts off of the breakout room.
Vile.
It's called the breakout room.
I don't know.
The break room.
Gabby said she hates Lara's cooking, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, sick of Lara's cooking. She should not be in the kitchen, full stop. She should not be near any of the food at all. All it does is come out like mush.
I love it when someone takes control of the kitchen and everyone hates their cooking. It's hilarious.
Taras.
I like Taras with the venting machine. This is where I started to like him. He goes, sick of hearing about coffee. What about us tea drinkers? What else did he say?
Like that he said he's sick of the stinking galahs moaning about coffee.
He said, I want more! And the tea bags started coming out.
More.
I want more! At least the tea bag, because that's not that unhygienic. I could have a tea bag off the floor, because that don't really matter as much.
Plus, you're going to put boiling water all over it, so I don't think anything's going to survive.
I liked his energy, I've said.
Lisa said she wants a double bed. I've written, I don't think that's going to come out of the venting
No.
machine.
Johnson is tired of Lara telling him off for leaving his undies on the floor.
Yeah, treats him like a kid.
Yeah, but I wouldn't like someone leaving their undies around the house. That's absolutely vile. I certainly wouldn't pick up his undies, though.
No, people should be picking them up after themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I want to know where my undies are. You know.
My undies. And then...
you noticed the Tim Tam skid marks as they came out of the machine? It's a bit melting.
Oh,
on the way
no.
Out. Even the DB house is very hot.
And then when Johnson got pelted with chocolates, he said, why don't we get Lara in here to pick them up? Which I thought was actually quite funny.
He got loads of chocolate as well. He came with a big stack.
Hold on, what was this? Tara said Tim looks like an LA magician.
Oh, yeah. And he said...
Was that an overheard conversation?
I don't know. It's like, it's just like after a house harmony section.
Yeah, I should expect you to have a tiger with you.
Yeah, and Tim goes, I'd love a tiger.
Yeah, Tim took that as a compliment. The double bed. She wants it to have a pash with Joel, I think.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she was in the hot tub with him next. He got Reggie taking a piss.
Yeah, go on. What'd she say?
I know, there's some sort of like miracle hair treatment.
Oh yeah, they were in the bathroom. She went, "What's this?"
Yeah.
It was like miracle hair treatment.
She goes, "That's probably Johnson's. He's going bald." I had a little giggle about it. It's so mean.
I like how bitchy Reggie is. It's funny. All the old housemates are bitchy. Drew was asleep on the couch. Sam said, "I have a big arse." Oh, was this at night? He was asleep and she came and crawled and got in with him.
Wasn't it Mel was snoring?
That was
loud?
it. Yeah, that was it. And she said, "Oh, I want to crawl in with you, but I have a big ass." And he went, "I know you do. It's the best."
I know.
I wish Drew would say that to me. Is this fake? Feels rather staged, I've put.
It was very convenient that Drew happened to be in the dressing room on a little sofa, which was too small for even him alone.
Yeah. I've said it. it is a bit sus that all this is happening before Tully comes in. A bit too convenient, I think. How quickly did Drew get together with Sam? What, one episode?
What are you saying? Big Brother told Sam to go...
Yeah.
Get in Drew's affections.
We believe, in this house, Drew was given an extra grand to get together with Sam. Sam was given an extra grand to get together with Drew. That's what we believe in this house. And they both went for it. Because no one falls in love that quick. Unless Drew is just destined to have a showmance every time he goes into Big Brother. That's his destiny.
Maybe. You would think after the last time he might not want it.
Yeah, you'd be scarred for life after that.
Tim was reminding Drew that he might go in the morning. In the morning he was reminding him he might go. Sorry, day 9 morning.
Layla was also worried about going. Joel decided to put on a Timmy Mallet jacket and go into the garden and then talk under it like this. Not sure why.
Oh, the morning jacket that he's got.
Awful. Like what is he thinking?
It's like an 80s ski
like a shell suit.
Yeah, I quite liked it actually.
Oh God. He was giving Mel a pep talk saying, "We need you for the numbers." He said Tim is stirring the pot. Yeah, that's what Tim does. Joel wants Drew to go, and the next step will be to squeeze Tim out. Fuck off, Joel.
Get off that.
Don't be squeezing Tim out.
Off. Do you know Mel's tactic to stay?
What was it?
Was to show that the house is her happy place, aka be really annoying.
Then Alicia was asking Tim if he was the one that voted Joel out, and I was thinking, Tim, don't tell her. She's his girlfriend.
His poker face weren't too good.
No,
he said, I won't say.
Yeah,
but it was someone from our side.
Yeah, but I'm not saying who.
Yeah.
Tim didn't react to that well. Tim said it would suck if Drew went home. Correct. He wants Drew there, not just as a strong player, but also a mate. I do want to know, are Tim and Drew actually mates in real life? Have they seen each other since Big Brother?
Never, not even once.
I'm sure they have once, but it might have been just, a couple of times, and then that was it. Yeah, because I remember in the house, Tim said, when Tim nominated Drew, he said, I think it might be time for, the lead singer to get rid of their backing guitarist. I'm sure Drew remembers that.
Tim's in the door and Mel should go, but numbers matter. Cut to Mel in the kitchen singing Boot Scooting Baby. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's actually 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh.
Boot Scooting Baby.
Oh, steps.
And then fake line dancing.
Oh, God.
She's giving me, just...
They were setting her up to be like, they were setting us up, actually, to be like, oh my God, are we actually going to lose Drew over this gargoyle, basically? Oh, no offense. No offense. None taken, I'm sure. Drew said, the J Crew catalogue want me out of here.
I thought that was funny, catalogue. This is during the second chance challenge.
Yeah, go on, tell us about the second chance.
To basically stack up those discs times 10, climb up it.
That looks so fucking hard.
Jump and grab that flag that was just suspended above.
I was sure Drew was going to win. Were you?
Actually, I did say down at the start of it, maybe Drew will be too heavy that at the top it will fall over.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. You were right.
And I noticed I don't know if it was Drew. Let's have a look. Someone seemed like they were possibly doing the Kevin technique.
That's what we were saying. We were saying the exact same thing.
Drew or was it Layla?
Drew, I think, but yeah, we were saying that's what you need to do. Do it like someone each side, someone the other, so to climb up.
Drew had this very technical tapping technique where he was tapping them all, making sure they sort of were solid, so they didn't move. He had a very straight line at the back. Because you kind of had to make steps for yourself, didn't you? Sharp steps.
Mel could barely even lift up the discs. They were so heavy. I mean, it's a bit... I'll stop saying it's unfair. Just assume everything's unfair unless you hear otherwise. When
Tim was helping Drew out a lot
when
from
they
the
were
sidelines.
filming Drew going up that thing, I thought Drew's legs looked very white and hairless. But also, I would have liked them to film a bit closer because I couldn't get a very good look. I was trying. I was actually cheering for Layla.
Were you?
Yeah, I was, because I just thought she was doing so well and she was so scared. And that first one when Drew's whole stat went, I was like, oh, the drama, that was really good. And then Layla was like, panicking,
for the
wasn't
tape,
she?
Lindsay just went like cross-eyed when she said that. Yeah, she was panicking. She had a bit of a breakdown, didn't she, at the top? She said it's so hard. And then Alicia said, do you remember what Alicia said when
Layla said, it will be even harder in the eviction chair.
Pipe down, bitch. Yeah. Like, I know it's right, but like, how dare you?
I know. Layla was actually crying. And she said, Big Brother, I need a wine.
Drew had a second fall as well. I felt like Drew bodged his second attempt.
Was he panicking the second time?
I think so, playing catch up. But it was nice to see Layla win.
Yeah, I was happy for her, because I don't want Layla to go out that early either. She's been put up for no good reason, as far as I can tell.
No.
So, yeah, go on, Layla. So then Layla won, and then everyone went around and like was comforting her. Drew came over and went, "Oh, do you mind?" And then came in and cuddled her, didn't he?
Oh yeah. It's OGs only, actually.
Joel said Drew is going home. And Lulu and Gabby were revealed to be the swing votes.
Yeah.
Joel said Mel's going to do whatever I say. Ooh, bitch.
Gabby is getting close to Drew, apparently, but I don't think we've seen that,
I'd not seen that, no. And then the whole thing was, look, Lulu, the oldie saved you, and Joel nominated you, so you're going to take sides with him over us? There was a lot of strong-arming going on, wasn't there?
Tim and Reggie a little heavy-handed with
Lulu? Who was good cop and who was bad cop in that situation?
Two bad ones, I don't know.
Joel said Drew's had his time in the house and he'll be gunning for everyone. No, he'll be gunning for you. Joel is putting the squeeze on everyone, and I don't like this. Oh yeah, Gabby said, "Oh, I feel like you're threatening me," and he said, "It's not a threat," and Gabby said, "It sounds like a threat."
Wait, who said this?
To Gabby, because he knew that she was sort of close to the other side. Drew was campaigning. He said, to Gabby, I think it was, he said, "I'll never put you up and I'll never vote for you."
He said the same to Lulu as well. You'll never cop a vote off me until we get to the top 10.
But to Lulu, to Gabby, he said, "Never, I will never put you up and never vote for you." For Lulu, he only said to top 10. He said, "This is where I beg." Oof. Drew, but then he didn't get a very good vibe from Lulu, and he went back to Tim and he went, "Lulu's out."
Why Reggie and
Tim were that's when
deployed.
they were sent in. Fucking hell, they're like, "Come with us into here."
Yeah, led her aside.
Now. It's like, Jesus.
You've been detained.
I put, "Is this a good strategy?" Question mark. Tim said, "You should be worried, because if you don't do this, we'll come for you." Like, whoa.
This is a
bit much.
Double standards on Tim's part, because he later sort of brings up the fact that you shouldn't be living in fear of them coming after
unless
you.
It's from me.
Yeah.
I liked it though. It was good TV.
Reggie said, "All the people we've saved just turning their back on us." Like, who are all these people, Reggie?
Yeah, it was only Lulu.
Well, Alicia and who else was on the block at that time?
Oh,
when they cancelled the eviction.
Yeah.
As if like they should be regarded as
eternally
their saviours.
Yeah.
It's funny though.
And then the next thing is for them getting ready for the eviction.
Yeah.
Tim putting on his eyeliner. That's very BBAU.
Means business.
I would have thought it'd be past that at his age. I didn't see Drew putting any on. He used to wear it too.
Did he? I've got one point that I just want to say, that talking to Gabby, Drew said, basically when he was like pitching, he was like, "You've got me as an ally, or you've got Mel as an ally."
Yeah,
like take your pick.
Yeah, like I can actually do something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mel, who performed so badly in the comp that she wasn't even in the edit.
Yeah.
So what happened in the nomination room?
Drew said the Sharks are gonna circle pretty soon. I've said Joel probably hates Drew because he has a personality.
Do you know what? I thought this eviction room was fucking great.
Yeah, it was good. JC said, "The J Crew and I are no longer working together." And Tim went, "Why are you lying?" That was so fucking good. And then, what's this? Tim said to Layla, "You're part of it. You've got a mum." What? What the hell's that?
What?
I don't know what that means.
Sorry, I lost a bit of track.
Go on, what have you got?
Mel said, "I care more about people than I care about myself, and that's why I'm in this predicament."
Mel, stop.
yeah, Drew, there's a clear divide, but if you don't have connections to the whole house, if you've segregated yourself to one half, the sharks are going to circle pretty fast from your half. Alicia says she thinks the divide is done. They're all talking shit.
Yeah.
Sonia asked Drew if he agreed, and he says, yes, but I'm lying.
Yes, but I'm lying, nice.
JC wants to speak on behalf of the J crew and denies it exists.
Yeah.
JC is trying to take on Tim.
Yeah.
Cheek of it.
And failing badly.
Yeah.
Badly.
Sonia asked Gabby how she feels about two halves of the house. She said, it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. She says she's undecided on which way to vote. That's when I realised Gabby was like, hope. Sonia asked Lulu if she's following any house divide. She said, she'll follow her gut. Reggie on Drew, he's a genuine person, and there's not many of them in here. I've actually recorded a clip of this speech, of this exchange between Tim and JC, because I thought it was so fucking good.
Oh yeah, go on then.
Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, go on.
Oops.
Oh.
He's a genuine person, and there's not many of them in here, Sonia.
Thanks, Reg.
And if I want to be in this house, I would like to be in this house with people who are genuine.
And we'll tell it.
We'll
you can say
tell
what you
it.
want to us, but we'll say to Big Brother, and Australia will see. And you're probably going to send home our first original tonight because you're threatened by him. But let me tell you that there's a lot of people watching that want to see Drew play this game.
Yes.
And you're going to want those people who are watching to vote for you to win. So it might protect you one more day in this game. But long term, if you're thinking long term, I don't think sending this guy home is your best strategy. John,
that was so
Tim
good.
Really, Tim is so clever to actually bring it back to the public. Like, there's a lot of people at home that want to see Drew play. Like, if you do this, you're going to piss off the public. It's not just about this house. Like, you're going to ruin the show basically if you send Drew home. Yeah. That was so clever.
And I love the way he was like, and we'll tell it. Like, we'll be in the diary room, revealing your asses. Like, you're pretending this isn't an alliance. As if like the rest of the show doesn't reveal it. But like, I just thought the way he delivered it was so fucking good.
It was good. JC got absolutely owned. Absolutely owned.
Do you ever click your fingers while you're watching Big Brother?
What do you mean?
I was like,
yes,
Tim!
Of course I do. Of course I do. Hold on. Even before that, Tim had an exchange with JC. Yeah. Tim said to JC, "Are you vote?" Because JC goes to J Crew ain't a thing anymore.
Yeah.
And Tim goes, well, are you voting together? And JC goes, yes, I am. Like, rather, like, self-satisfied, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Tim said, so is there more of you than just the JC, or is it just you? And Tim said, some people feel very afraid in this house. Like, Tim just, like, absolutely tore him a new one. And then, after he did that stirring speech, Tim said, it doesn't mean that you're choosing a side tonight, how you vote. Like, just vote how you want for tonight. Things will change over the coming days. And Drew said, if you do that, basically you're, like, living in fear. Even though Tim was trying to put the fear of God into Lulu earlier. I said, Tim reminds me of Danny here. It was very Danny, this whole thing, I thought.
But, I mean, better delivered than anything Danny can do, don't you think?
Yeah. And then Tim said, I'm sticking my neck out for Drew because he's a brother. I wouldn't have won my series if it wasn't for Drew.
It was quite emotional, wasn't it?
Yeah, he's a great guy and a great player. You could have that with him too.
Yeah,
I was crying when he said that. Yeah, I was. Do you think Tim wouldn't have won Big Brother if it wasn't for Drew?
Oh well, I haven't seen the whole of the series. I probably couldn't say.
I do think Tim and Drew's relationship is one of the great parts of that season because it's so fun and it does sour a little bit, I'd say, towards the end. But on the whole, they just create so much entertainment together.
I can see that you're moved even talking
about
it.
I am, because because that series was so good. It was so fucking good. And it's so nice to see Tim actually bothering to stick his neck out because he doesn't have to. He could just let Drew go, but he doesn't want him because he knows we want that good TV. And that's what's
fighting
important.
For what's right for Big Brother and the viewers.
Yeah.
What's this? Alicia steps in while Tim is having a rousing moment about the bromance with Drew.
This is it.
And says basically like, oh, well, Drew's had 98 days and Mel's had 9. So I'm voting with compassion, not with strategy. I thought that was a bit like sit down.
A lot of people have only had
Pipe
9
down.
days and only needed 9 days because we'd seen... What else are we going to get out of Mel in there? Absolutely nothing.
I've seen enough, thank
More
you.
bad outfits. No, thank you.
Mel said she wants to bring joy. She said, I'm Christmas lights. Look how bright my top is. Oh, great, she's got a bright wardrobe. I'll keep her in.
Oh, no. Tim looked like he was fuming at this point, like he'd like thrown everything on the line and it better work. Joel was sat there looking evil, oh yeah, the T-1000, that's what he is from Terminator there. Look that up. That's nice. Tim was still going. He said, Drew is one of the most genuine guys in here.
Is that this bit I've just
That was
shown?
it. Joel wants to take a piece of Tim's plan. What does that mean?
This is the vote, I think.
Oh yeah, he wants to get Drew and then get to Tim next.
Yeah. I've got the full vote here. Tim voted out Mel. Reggie voted out Mel. Trevor voted out Mel. He said he's here for less drama, more fun. I don't think Mel's particularly dramatic, but fine. Dave voted out.
Matt, he voted out Drew.
He did.
Yeah.
He voted out fucking Drew.
Yeah, that was idiotic. After giving him a fist bump too.
Oh, did I confuse this earlier when I talked about Dave's vote? I said that he said that he was close to Mel. Anyway,
sure.
yeah.
Anyway.
He gave him the fist bump in a sort of like, we're mates, but
stores.
he already told him he wasn't voting for him.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Layla voted Mel. She said that she has so many fingers and so many pies. It's a funny observation about Mel. Estelle, Mel. Sam, Mel. Joel, Drew, a big piece of Tim's plan. There you go. Alicia, Drew. I thought Alicia liked Drew. Who's Alicia?
No, Alicia
She's
don't
with Joel.
like Drew. Yeah, she's Joel's girlfriend.
Taras, Drew. JC, Drew. Jonathan.
Taras is on my shit list now for voting out Drew.
Drew. Lara. Drew. Lulu. This was left out.
And Gabby's was left out.
Mel.
Yeah, Gabby
Lulu voted
and
Mel.
Gabby and Lulu both voted for Mel.
Yeah, and Gabby voted for Mel too.
I worked that out with the maths.
So I think this might be a pinnacle moment of my game, Big Brother.
She meant pivotal.
Oh yes, you're right. So yeah, 8-7. Close.
Well, you were slightly concerned, or on the whole not?
I mean, obviously, I had an idea that Drew was going to meet Tully, so
Yeah.
but I was still concerned.
Yeah. Still slightly concerned.
Yeah.
You never know, do you?
Mel said, I suck at this game. I just love too much.
Oh, God. Because Mel said anything that isn't annoying as hell.
Has she said it? No.
No. Quiet. Thank God, I've written.
In the car, Mel, I mean, this is one thing she said that was not annoying. It is accurate. Tim is a powerful man.
That is true. She said, hold on. Hold on, I've got something before that.
Yeah.
Reggie said to Tim, we did it. Tim said, you and I are going to go far in this game. You're my... Hold on.
To Gabby.
Basically,
Tim went and embraced Gabby.
Yeah, he said, you're my winner. Tim's doing the whole, I don't want to win. I want to take you to the end to win. That whole Kevin thing as well. Like, that is the oldest trick in the book. I love it. And Drew said, I was going to have to kiss you when I left to Sam. And then they had a kiss.
Oh, did they? Yeah,
Terry,
I forgot about that.
Up. God, stop.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad I didn't get evicted because I was going to have to kiss you and then leave.
Oh no. That was it.
That was the end of the week.
Woo! God, this is hard.
So much.
Doing 4 episodes is hard, but it's going to cut down, isn't it?
I think so.
There's 4 more next week, and then it goes
is
down
there?
to 3. Yeah.
God,
it's a lot. Let's have a drink next week to discuss, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Well.
Come on,
but on the whole, I think.
I loved it.
Every episode's been great.
I honestly don't know what people are complaining about.
I get it. Like
I'd
be upset if, I'd lost all that original Big Brother probably too. But I like what we're getting now too. I think I'm able to be less precious about it because I didn't watch all of the old school BB.
But even if you did, aren't you delighted to see Reggie back on TV again? Aren't you delighted to see Trev, Dave? I just don't get it. Like, yeah, it's the format is shit. But it's either see them again or don't see them again. Don't you choose see them again?
Yeah.
I just say I don't get it.
I mean, there's not much much going on Twitter when you look at the hashtag. But
I'm sure.
I see a lot of people going, we want, Social Experiment, we want the original back. But for whatever reason, that didn't keep enough money coming in for the networks that have been trying to do it.
No.
So
Don't get me wrong, I think the pre-recorded thing is absolutely atrocious.
my biggest upset is that we don't get a real reaction to the winner as well.
Oh, that's terrible. That is unforgivable.
And I think Sonia's basically said that's the same this year.
That's unforgivable. And also, the length of the episodes is just all wrong. It's just too much. It's too much to keep up with. Any normal person wouldn't be able to keep up with it. We're having to for the podcast.
Yeah.
There's a hell of a lot of things wrong, but on the whole, I'm enjoying it. So
I really liked it so far.
I wonder if, when the good characters do start going, is it going to get a bit painful? But they're going to throw in a few tricks along the way.
I think, if we look at the other series, where obviously we've been, we were very invested in Danny, and it came to the point that he actually went, and I think we still enjoyed the end of the series.
Yeah, we did, but they shouldn't never have let him go that early.
Did he not go before the White Room happened, though, didn't he?
Do you mean his first series or his second series?
The first series.
The first series, he lasted a long time.
But after that, we thought
we
were invested in that, and then the White Room came with Tilly and Ari, and there were still lots of things that could happen.
Oh yeah, I'm not when one person goes, that's it. But they got to try and keep some of these big personalities in there. Because imagine if it is just JC and Johnson and shit at the end. No one wants to see that.
I need to sort of sit down and do the numbers, because unless there's even numbers of OGs or more. I don't think there's more. I think there's more newbies than OGs, don't you?
I'm not sure, but also when Tully comes in, she's not going to come in just on her own, is she? Is there going to be more OGs coming in?
I don't know, actually. I was wondering that as well.
There must be, I think.
Fucking hell, how many more people can you fit in that house?
So if so, maybe that's why they're waiting to get rid of some more. But if so, will the OGs have the numbers? I guess it depends what happens in between.
I would really like it if the OGs could start to sweep out these new people that we don't care about. And I would
have
probably
to coordinate their fucking votes then.
Definitely. But I probably would have preferred a series where everyone was a returnee, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I don't know.
Or is it better to have people you don't care about?
You need a bit of cannon fodder, don't you? Otherwise all the goodies go. All your favourites go. Because if everyone's your favourite, all your favourites are going to go.
Yeah.
You need a few people to hate on, don't you?
Yeah.
Good boy.
It's just you don't feel any kind of way about most of the new people.
No.
At all.
No.
And we will in the end, because we'll get to know them.
Yeah.
But
there's not enough time to get to know them now, because even with these long-ass episodes, we don't know who's who.
No.
With their backstory. We will eventually find out whether we like it or not.
I also don't like this, here's someone's VT randomly.
Oh, I hate it.
Because it hasn't even been because they're going.
If I saw the VT beforehand, I might actually like some of the newbies more, but it's there's that person.
You have to go on the website and watch it yourself for that.
Are they on there?
I've got a YouTube channel that has them all on.
Oh, maybe I will watch them then and see.
Can we have a break while I just get the correspondence up?
Sure.
Thanks.
At Sleep Outfitters Outlet, great sleep is a big deal. Save 40 to 60% every day on every Sealy, Stearns & Foster, and Tempur-Pedic. Queens as low as $249. Customer exchanges, closeouts, and floor samples. Inventory changes daily, so come in for your dream deal today. With no credit needed financing, expert advice, and up to 60% off retail, it's never been easier to get the sleep and savings you deserve. Go to sleepoutfittersoutlet.com for financing details and to find a store near you.
Welcome back.
Opening the mailbag.
We've got a few bits of feedback this week, and it's also some BB Can stuff you said, right?
Yes.
Have you listened to this one already?
No, I haven't. We got a late message from Luke that we failed to get in time last week. So we've got a bit of BB Can feedback here.
Okay. So, I need to download it. Let's see what Luke's got to say.
Hey Lindsay and guys, finally I'm sending you some feedback. I'm so sorry I've been lacking in this category for so long, but oh my god, I'm finally catching up on your pods, and man, what a great season of Big Brother Canada. Unbelievable. like every season of BBUS for the past 5 or 6 years, it's why can't we have nice things? Why is it that every time someone needs to win a competition, they lose? Why is it that every person we're rooting for gets picked off by some boring majority alliance with a bunch of Cody Calafiores and just boring ass people. And now we get this season of Big Brother Canada, and it's like, okay, Kevin's got to go home next, right? Ever since Final Five, Kevin's got to go next, right? He's got to go. Like, we can't have nice things. No, he wins. Oh, what? Just fucking crazy. Oh, my God. It's been probably a decade since we've had this epic of a season of Big Brother. And, like, a lot of people that I've talked with about, like, reality television, just, like, television in general, it's like, well, I can't tell them to watch Big Brother because it fucking sucks. It usually sucks. Like, 9 out of 10 seasons are awful. And, like, just a nightmare. Never satisfying in the end. And here we get Kevin. Just, I'm going to say it, he's the best ever? BB winner of all time.
Wow.
In every country.
Oh.
I don't care. He is the king of Big Brother now.
Yeah.
And I hope we get a lot more characters like him because, like, wow. What a fucking iconic season. Just incredible. I wish we could see some of the footage that we didn't get to see after the feed's cut. Because, like, okay, first of all, when he convinced them to not cut him over Helena, was that? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm drunk, obviously. But holy shit. And then I was like, okay, they're going to cut him next. And then Betty freaking cuts Helena. And then Kevin wins the part 1 of the final HOH. And then, oh my God, he somehow convinced Josh. Josh is dumbass. How did he get a fucking doctorate? I mean, I guess there are a lot of smart people who don't have much social awareness, but, like, I was watching live with, like, a chat room full of people, and everyone was like, oh, Betty, Josh. And I was like, no. And then somehow Kevin convinces Josh to cut Betty. So fucking good. Master manipulator. And you know what? People talk about, like, oh, he's so gross. He's such a manipulator. I'm like, what? Hello? That's the game. If you're not a good manipulator, you're not going to be very good at Big Brother. Like, the fuck? Anyway. Okay, oh my God, I've gone on for 4 minutes. I'm sorry. Bye! Best season of Big Brother ever. Okay, can't wait for BBUK next year. So fucking excited for that. That's all. Bye.
Does Luke know?
Love you, Lindsay.
Oh, bless. Oh, what was that? Love you, Lindsay?
I think so, yeah.
Was that, what is Luke saying about BBUK?
Oh, like, you know, can't wait for it coming back next year. I mean, that's not
count
canon.
our
chickens before they're hatched on that one.
I loved hearing Luke's enthusiasm there, and the noises.
God, it was like a slow motion recap.
Yeah,
wasn't
the noises really added the extra flavour for me. I feel exactly the same way. Who are these people saying Kevin is gross? Fuck those people.
I don't know.
Weird. People who wanted Josh or Betty to win, it don't make no sense to me. They don't deserve it. Like, they're lovely people and they've been entertaining, but they don't deserve to win. Kevin deserved to win.
You've got to respect that game that Kevin played. I mean, I think we said last pod, like, by the end we were, like, happy for these people all to be here and for anyone to win. But obviously Kevin's game needed the reward.
Yeah, it did.
Or deserved the reward.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Luke. Are you watching BB Australia?
Yeah, what about BB Australia? No mention for that.
That's because it hadn't started yet. That's an old message.
Okay.
He sent that when we did our last pod.
You would have thought, looking forward to BBAU next week more than BBUK next year.
Well, he's looking ahead.
Right, we got a new message here from this interesting messaging website thing called Vocaroo.
Oh, is it from a robot?
From Axe. I don't know. It's got a little robot on here, so maybe.
Sweet.
Perhaps it's recorded in a Big Brother voice. Mm. It's about BBAU.
Hello, Gaz and Lindsay. I'm not sure if you'll remember me, but I was a Redditor who left your review all those years ago.
Mm.
And Reddit reviewer.
I thought you guys stopped recording the pod.
Oh, yeah, you
I
did.
recently rediscovered it and listened to the entire BB Can coverage.
Oh my god.
Really, really wish I lived in the UK because I feel like I would be your friend.
Aww.
This is the first time I'm sending in my thoughts, so I'm just going to jump into it. For BBAU, I love that they're bringing back the old house guests. Tim, Drew, and Tully are like iconic. That's the season I watched entirely. I love them. I kind of wish they would have brought Ben from Brisbane. He was so awkward and funny and gay. And I love that. The nominations twist is awesome. The the original way to nominate is like the best way to get that male type of reaction. The sort of feeling that nobody likes me. And that's kind of lost when you have like the challenge winner just nominate people who they think is a threat. My biggest gripe will always be the challenges are too strength focused.
Mm-hmm.
Going into the second chance comp, everyone figured Drew would win, and production should see that as a problem.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone should feel like they have a shot to win.
Yeah.
I really like the campaigning this year. The strat talk was good all around, but Mel needed to go. I don't think she had anything else to give. She kept talking about how she wanted to stay because she's happy there. I get the sense that everybody thought she was fake during the eviction ceremony. And I don't know, like things that people said just made me think that like, oh, this bitch ain't real. Anyway, so I'm super excited for next week. I'm excited to see Tully come in. I'm more excited to see Tully and Tim than Tully and Drew. I love how Tim just shades Tully to Phil's. I love their like love-hate relationship. But yeah, I am so excited that I found you guys again, and I can't wait to hear the first pod about BBAU.
Aww.
Bye.
Oh, bless.
Thanks,
That was
That's
brilliant. He's got a nice voice.
Yeah, he has.
He sounds very sweet. How did he lose us in the first place?
Oh, probably some shit in our RSS feed, probably. Yeah.
Oh,
and I was like, he messaged or something and said, "Oh, yeah, I miss your podcast." I was like, "We're still bloody doing that.
We've been doing it non-stop for 5 years or whatever." That's so cool that he caught up on all of that. Oh, let us know what you think next week. I'm hoping it's a regular item from you now, because that's cool.
I think when he says that, I think I brought him back to us back to his attention during BB24 probably, so he was in time to listen along with BB Can.
BB24, did you say? That's not even a thing, is it?
BB23, sorry. The last one. America, last year.
America.
Or Celeb, I'm not sure.
I like that. Was brilliant feedback, thank you.
Yeah, also...
And plus, I agreed with most of what we
I was going to say,
said.
yeah. Well, what you said about strength-based comps.
True.
Interesting that he's more into the Tully-Tim dynamic.
Yeah,
Tim
that was
Drew.
a fun dynamic.
Tully and Drew dynamic.
Yeah, it was a fun dynamic, yeah.
Because putting Tully and Drew back in is a bit like trying to put Chantal and Preston back together, isn't
it is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've also got an email from Liam, which I think is about BBAU. Hi, Gaz and Lindsay. It's welcome back with a cowboy hat emoji. I guess, is that Tim in the hat? I don't know. Hi, Gaz and Lindsay. Welcome back to the airwaves. Welcome back. We were only here last week.
Yeah, we've not been gone.
It feels like just a few days ago you were podding. Okay, that's a joke. Yeah. Firstly, brilliant finale to BB Can. I love the whole thing from start to finish, and of course I love listening to you two each week with the wink emoji. That voice note from Marissa was fantastic. She's a goddamn legend, and I'm so jealous you met her a few years ago. I'm still rooting for her to be our new host when BBK returns. She would be ace. We haven't asked her about that yet.
That would be good.
I've just watched the launch show for BBAU, and so far I'm pleasantly surprised. I don't know any of the OG housemates, so it's just like a normal season for me. Well, my first thoughts are that Tim is brilliant, JC, it's written like JC Lynn out of Canada, and Joel are super hot. Mel from Melbourne seems fun, and Josh is an arse, but I kind of like the drama he could bring. Well, we had it, and it's done now. I think the season is off to a good start. Do you think it will be a fair fight between OGs and new housemates, or do you think Big Brother will manipulate things in favour of one side?
Let me have a think about that.
If so, which side do you think producers would like to see win?
Well, come on.
Do you want to discuss now?
Yeah, I mean, no, carry on with the rest of the email.
I hope it carries on as it started and doesn't get too tedious like before, but I won't hold my breath. Laughing emoji. Keep up the good work. Bye for now, Liam.
I think obviously the producers will try and keep in the OGs as long as humanly possible. Will it be a fair fight? No. The producers will intervene.
Well, they'll be willing to sacrifice a couple of people,
They'll sacrifice a couple,
Estelle, Layla.
Yeah. Liam, if you do want to watch Tim's old season, I do have it in my Dropbox, and if anyone wants to watch it, I strongly recommend it. But it's 90 episodes, but it is close to the perfect series of Big Brother. So I would advise it.
Yeah, we know that this Big Brother medals, and if it works for good TV, we're okay with that.
We give Big Brother a medal for their meddling. Thanks, Liam.
Next is Laurie with BBAU, and also last email, you'll be pleased to hear.
I want more. Give me more.
Laurie says, G'day, mates. How you going? Australian.
Oh, I got you.
Before I rant, I'm going to say, what about? I really enjoyed the first week of BBAU. The house is gorgeous, as usual. The OGs being back is a great twist. Tim is such an entertainer, I can barely contain myself. Yeah, it's true. Every moment he's on screen is gold, says Laurie. Laurie knows. Then there's Josh. Oh my goodness gracious. Josh was a gift, wasn't he?
He was good TV.
Poor sod. I didn't know they said that in America. We really missed out having a messy bit of soap opera melodrama with Josh, Sam, and Drew all under one roof.
That's true.
And then add in the fireworks when Tully enters the house next. Ted really missed the mark here. Surely they could have sorted this out and put the evictions on hold.
See?
Or brought Tully in sooner.
Laurie's calling for more meddling.
Yeah.
I like what you're thinking.
Yeah, she's like, you're pre-recording it and get it right. Yeah. Commencing rant now.
Oh.
The annual Bromance Alliance. Over it, in bold and capitals. Over it!
I'm over it.
Challenges that favour the most in-shape people of the house first. Over it!
Yes.
All girls up for elimination and the POC would have been first out. Typical. Over it! Ted needs to get his
over it!
act together in regard to spoilers.
Yeah.
No, over it, but over it! I'm over it too! For fuck's sake. FFS, I will add. Showing footage of Tully when Drew is up for eviction is a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Obviously, he isn't going home. Come on, Big Brother.
Yeah.
Yep. Over it.
Yeah.
It was so timely. One of the most recent pods had a conversation about people with disabilities and how it would not be possible for them to compete in BB Can challenges. This happened, right? Or did I dream about this? I don't trust my brain anymore. Yes, Laura, you're correct. We spoke about that just last podcast. Anyway, fast forward to the BBAU launch night where Reggie's VT footage shows her needing a support cane at times. If she'd been nominated this week, how would she have been able to stack those large discs, climb to the top, and jump to catch a flag?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see how this does manifest itself in the house, because it's just impossible. She needs medical exemption for some of these.
Yeah. Well, we do give exemptions classically, like across the world. No, I don't know. What about in America? No, any exemptions?
I don't know. No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can not play in the veto if you're feeling sick or whatever, but then you could be up for eviction.
It's not
it's
fair.
Not really an exemption.
No.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see as well.
I'm interested to see what they do.
I don't think I've said enough about this, but the fact they put her in that main frame with flashing dim lights, like, it was very cruel, I think, because how could she have any chance of finding her way around in there?
Yeah, I don't think they've catered for her, have they? At all. at all.
You've got to cater for your royalty.
And yeah, do you know what I said to Alfie? Like, let's face it, if she'd been blind in her original series, she would never have been cast.
No.
It's only
True.
because she's got blind over the years that they're allowing her back in. Not because she's got blind, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a side effect,
I know
but
what
it's not something they would want.
No.
It's not something they would look for.
No.
But hopefully we will see more differently abled people in series to come.
Maybe.
Big Brother around
or
the world.
maybe Big Brother has comps that are better accessible than others that they will put out once
maybe.
Reggie has to play them.
I bet you they don't.
But the bucket hold,
Yeah.
she managed to compete in, and the wall holding on too.
Yeah.
So, but it will be a challenge if it comes to something which obviously you need.
It's visual.
Yeah.
Puzzles and stuff.
Yeah,
you need
exactly.
to be able to see, yeah.
Laura said, I don't know what the answer is here, but I'm thinking about it now, which I hadn't done before. Ta-ta for now, Loyalist to Laurie. And then there's several links here for extended votes, etc.
Okay.
But I actually have a channel where they're all uploaded on YouTube. You can have links.
I only want to know if it's something sort of pertinent, you know. Then I shall seek it
I
out.
like watching the extended vote because you get to see, fill in the gaps. And
I'm
okay,
tired
this person's
by the time
fucked over that person.
By the time I got to the end of the episode, I'm just ready to go to bed.
Part of me, well, I said to Dan the other day, I kind of wish there was like an option to watch an edit where they were just all in the edit.
Yeah,
But
I
then
would watch that.
it would sort of like kill the tension. There.
Yeah, I would watch that though. So that's it.
That's it for this episode. We're done.
Ooh.
God,
that was a bit of a marathon, wasn't it?
it was. But I had a really enjoyable week of Big Brother Australia.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. And hopefully the podcast will get more manageable as we go down through the weeks.
I know that everyone's obviously like thrilled with BB Can, but there is something about this version that BB Can doesn't give me.
Like what?
It's just this nice, warm, comforting feeling of the real Big Brother.
Oh, right, yeah.
I love it.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I was so excited.
It's the crossover with the UK.
It's the feeling of Big Brother being there as well.
Yeah. No, I get you.
You need that. You need that force over the house, and just Tim's interaction with Big Brother was always good.
Big Brother.
And just Tim talking, people running rings around people with his words in the eviction room is just delicious TV for me.
Yeah, it is good. It is good.
So yeah, hopefully that lasts a long time.
Hopefully. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks to everyone that emailed us this week.
Yeah,
we had
thanks
really nice
so
feedback.
much. We really like that. We really like the voicemails as well, so feel free to send those.
Yeah, you can email us at bbonpluspod@gmail.com.
And follow me on Twitter, @VM.
Follow me on Twitter, bb_superfan.
Follow our main account, BB on Blast, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Spotify, and more.
Also YouTube.
Read my book, First Aid Kit Girl.
That's a lot. Come back next week for more.
Next week, we're going to be drinking heavily during the podcast, so
we are due a drink.
Tune in and get a glass out and join in, unless you're a recovering alcoholic.
Definitely, if that's the case, don't.
If so, just drink some orange juice. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.